Alright, so today I'm going to respond to a comment. Somebody said, like, you look like you would gas out quick, you're slow with your knife, you best just stick to a gun. Disclaimer, gun we're going to be using today, chamber's empty, no mag, just so we know that everything's safe going on here. So, I'm aware I'm fat and slow. I'm aware I'm autistic. I am aware that I'm injured and not where I used to be. But that is something I think is a good thing just for these videos. I'm trying to teach basic concepts. I'm trying to teach the person who has had no training, is not in good shape, that they can in fact defend themselves. Maybe it's the vulnerable woman, maybe it's the skinny kid who's getting beat up by a bully, maybe it's the big guy who feels like he's too slow to defend himself anymore. So actually, for the sake of these videos, I feel like that makes it more accessible. I feel like it actually helps from the teaching standpoint. I know I need to lose weight, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing these videos, but I feel like it helps illustrate the point. Okay? Also, I do carry a gun. This is my gun. It's a 1911, okay, 45, and the reason is that the grip is just perfect for the size of my hand. It's not because it's a 45, it fits so nicely. Double stack has just never fit for me. Okay. But one thing I think that I can teach is weapon retention. Okay? Because I don't feel I'm confident enough to teach sharpshooting, funker tacticals, draw, type stuff. I do feel comfortable that I can show you how to keep somebody from getting their hand on your weapon, but I don't feel that I am trained to teach you in that weapon, qualified to teach you in that weapon. So we're going to go with that today, because it applies to both knives and guns. Alright, so we're going to talk about where I carry my weapons and how it relates to weapon retention. So I showed in another video Doug Marcaid's dart knife. It has an Emerson Wave. So it does have the ability to sleep draw. Like, I'm not going to say it's not, but that's just not comfortable for me. I'm not really good at it, so I don't like that. I will also say that anywhere that you have cloth, it will draw. But again, not my favorite. Where I do want to carry mine is right here, okay? Right in my pocket, so I can get it out quicker, okay? But that's not the point of today's lesson. The point of today's lesson is weapon retention, okay? So I want to make a point here. To draw my firearm, okay, I would have to do this, okay? I'm not great at it, but I have to pop this, okay? I have to put back the slide, and I have to go. Or I can have the slide already back, pop it down, and fire. As you notice, that takes a little bit of time for me to get out. Should I practice more? Yes. But in the span of time that it took me to get that out, if somebody does have a knife already drawn on me, how many attacks could he get out? Right? So I don't want to rely on that gun being my only option, because it can be a lot faster. So I'm going to pause the video again, and we're going to go over some things. So to make this simple, I'm going to show that this is where my firearm rides, okay? This is on the left side of my body, right? So for somebody to reach for that, they have to go here, right? Their hand goes here. What does that look very similar to? A punch. So how do I defend against somebody coming from here? The same as I would a punch, okay? So cracking that hand, we talk about defanging the snake. Okay, so I'm empty-handed, I'm not ready for it. I'm saying, bro, let's not do this. I'm smacking that arm, crack into those ribs, and then I can punch, push, and then I can start drawing, okay? Or, if I'm carrying both, okay, the knife, have the knife, right, I'm like, hey, I don't want to do this. My hand goes out here. We'll go over what this represents. But for right now, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to put my hand out. Now, I'm not just going to put my hand out there and get hit, but whoa, I don't think we should do this. So notice, in that instance, because it's not tucked underneath my bicep, where even just standing here trying to get your hand on my weapon because it's under my bicep, if I throw that punch, just even that my hand's here is keeping that hidden. When, if I think somebody's going to go for my knife, I have to cover with my hand. If I'm just standing here, my hand is near here and it's keeping it covered, okay? Now, when somebody grabs for it, I want to cover it, but even just standing here, you know, my hand is covered, okay? So, in the time it took me to draw the gun, right? All right, so where that comes from, okay, is having two weapons, right? That looks very much like this, okay? Note, we switch it from here to here, it's the same thing. So, if I'm going here, right? See, right? All I did was come up, here. Now, Justin, I never carried two sticks. What do you want me to do with that? Absolutely. So we do what's called the closed stance, right? Which is very much like this. This is my closed stance, right? I can go two, okay? I can go redonda, okay? I can just go like this. See? It's all the same. I'm keeping that hand over that weapon. Even if I've got it out like this, right? And I'm going here, that's covering like with the knife, okay? Keeping your knife weapon close to you, keeping something over it, is gonna keep it from getting taken from you. Like my grandpa always said, never take something to a fight that you don't want to get taken from you and beaten with. So, you can take something to the fight if you use your weapon retention. Thank you for letting me make my video. You folks have a nice day.